Good morning. It's still morning, not for long. It's only 73% humidity out there, so maybe it won't be too terrible, except I can see the air, so that's not good. Oh, I made my hair very fluffy this morning. Good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. If this ends up being up very late, it's because I am on call. I will be getting a text from the carpet cleaning people and need to leave immediately to let them in so they can clean the carpet at Aura's house. This is my last task that I have assigned for myself. And then it's just puttering in the house trying to figure out where to put all her stuff. But I am glad. Made phone calls. I got a local company that couldn't come till July 14th. I'm like, and Dennis found me the number for Stanley Steamer. So Stanley Steamer's coming. I hope they do a good job. But either way, the realtor's saying, when can we come and take pictures? I'm like, not till the carpet's clean. But having it clean today is good. And Dennis has some repairs to do, so the pictures will be taken next week, and we will be on the road to selling the house. I mean, we're already on the road. We'll be at the last half mile. Anyway, it's muggy out here. This is not a light shirt. This is a Saul Gris. Saul Gris is the pattern by Lisa Eisenstein. Lisa? I'm not sure. Anyway, I made two of these. I really like it. I adjusted the pattern for this one so that it would cover up my bra straps, but I'm not wearing a bra. The yarn is silk. And so it doesn't really... I realize as I'm working on my sweaters, I have made quite a few sweaters out of inappropriate yarn. I don't think this yarn should have been a sweater. It should have been a shawl. Oh well. I'm wearing it today, so. But because of it's the way it is, I can go without a bra too, and which is where I'm headed with that. Anyway, ramble, scattered thoughts, scattered brain. Canada continues to burn. I am so heartbroken for Canada. I've been seeing pictures and it's really horrifying. Well, those forest fires are horrifying to look at. They really feel like infernos. Well, I guess they are infernos, aren't they? Anyway, we are getting some of the smoke today. We can see our air. So we will be wearing masks when we walk the dogs today and probably keep it short to keep the dogs out of the air. We do a lot of filtering in our house, so we won't have the smoke in our house. But it's really too bad. Really bad. Anyway, good morning. So Aura was going through her pile. She has two giant grocery bags full of stuff yet to go through from her filing cabinet, and she found this folder full of programs and things, and she found a program from a talk by Jesse Owens, and it was signed to Vicky, with all sincerity, Jesse Owens. Now, this would have been when Vicky was 13, because it was in 1967. And anyway, that was pretty exciting. Jesse Owens, for those who may not know, is an American athlete. He won 2 gold medals, I think, too. I didn't really look it up, but I remember from remembering that he won 2 gold medals in the 1936 Olympics. It might have been more than 2. It was at least 2. these were the Olympics held in Berlin that, Hitler was glorifying the Aryan race. And Jesse Owens is African American. So, oh, look at me, I'm crying. Hold on. So, besides being a personal triumph for him, it was a thumb in the eye to Hitler, and has been, the word isn't coming to me, celebrated by people in the United States for 90 years now. Wow. So he must not be alive anymore. I didn't look him up to see. But Dennis's father was the principal of his high school. I cannot imagine what it was like. Well, so was Vicky's father. To be, I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there to the story. He was the principal of a high school, and at the time it was a small high school. I think there were only 90 kids in Dennis's class. Is that possible? So there would be 400 or 500 kids at the high school. It was a 4-year school, I think, at the time. But anyway, he had, the school district, or he had a program where they brought in all kinds of famous people to talk or to sing. They had famous singers. Andre Segovia was there playing his guitar. I mean, unbelievable stuff, including, I'm gonna cry again. Oh my God, I can't tell you a story. This is what happens. Dennis does the same thing. He and I, and my dad. I get it from my dad. Anyway. Oh, ugh. Luckily, Dennis is used to it, and he just we both kind of chuckle as I sob through trying to finish my stories to him. I'm a crier. I don't know if you knew that. This may be news to some of you, but I'm a crier. But anyway, one of the most famous of his visitors was Martin Luther King. Ugh. Anyway, Garland, being the principal, anyway, Garland and Martin Luther King had a conversation for 45 minutes. 45-minute conversation with Martin Luther King before his program. It's a little mind-blowing. Oh my God, I'm going to have to start over. I'm being ridiculous. Anyway, a lot of famous people came and gave a program at this small high school in southeastern Pennsylvania back in the 60s. Including Jesse Owens, who signed a thing for Vicky. And we're keeping it, of course, for her, so she can have it. With all sincerity. I think that's what it said. Anyway, so we are enjoying the adventure of Aura going through her stuff. She is, and I've told you this before, she is an avid log keeper, and she kept logs her whole adult life, really. And, it wasn't diaries where you talk about your feelings, and she only really put down like event kinds of things, so that I told you that she's reading something 1987 or something. Kim had some kind of an operation. We're like, oh, what kind? She said, I don't know, I didn't write it down, I don't remember. But anyway, so she's going through, and I found lots of little travel journals. So she's going through her travel journals, and she had a journal for their motorhome. They drove all over the country for many, many, many years, and she's like, I can't believe we did all this stuff. And so she's really enjoying reading her journals. And they're helping her remember those trips. And it's been a lot of fun for her. we have weeks and weeks more entertainment for her in those, excuse me, in those bags. I'm quite sure. Oh, now I have the hiccups. Well, pretty soon I'll start sneezing and coughing, and then you'll have it all. Crying, hiccups. Hear that bounce? That was Pearl bringing her ball out. All right, anymore, forget it. So yesterday, I made phone calls. I crossed a couple things off my list. I made phone calls. I forget what else I did. Anyway, I crossed a few things off my list. Oh, I didn't make my lemons because it turns out my lemons all got moldy because I procrastinated too long. But they were, it was only a few days, but they were sitting on the table instead of in the refrigerator. And yeah, so Dennis is going to have to buy me more when he goes to Kimmerton next, which is going to be pretty soon, I think. Oh, Dennis just threw the ball. You can see Pearl in the back there. Anyway, he's like, what am I getting you, Kimmerton? I'm like, lemons. He's like, oh, yes, more lemons. And I'm going to process them immediately. Anyway, but I'm soon going to have to go over to Oris and let the carpet cleaners in. So I am going to say goodbye. So I'm the real me, crying and all. We are pretty hilarious here, Dennis and me, because we read each other's stories and we half the time can't even get through them because we start crying. What can I say? Anyway, that was really heartwarming, and they started talking about all the wonderful programs that Garland was participating in when he was the principal of the high school. And what a treasure. What a treasure. Anyway, okay, fine. I'm going now. I will talk to you tomorrow. Please, please, please take good care of yourselves. Stay safe and stay sane.